Alright folks, how you doing? Russell TrueResults303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box. Mind, Body, Spirit, Fitness. Put in the healing back in health. Once again, follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. The podcast is out there. Links down below. Coming at you today with a video on intermediate breathing techniques for swimmers. So I'm in no way, shape, or form an advanced swimmer, heads up, but I've been swimming now for the last 2 months. Before that, my prior experience in swimming was probably 2 months. I used to be a big weightlifter. Now I'm doing a half Ironman with my boss at the end of this year. Next year I'll be doing a full Ironman. So I'm doing a lot of swimming now, at least 2-3 times a week. Before, when I did my 2 months of swimming, I was just swimming every day, 6 days a week. 5 to 6 days a week. So for 2 months, and I'm here now. So I made a video on beginner breathing. That's for every stroke. So if you're here, you breathe, right? So I'll just start with all the tips. So for that, if you're a beginner, you might be here anyways. What I did to be able to get this breathing pattern down, breathe. All right, so what I do that helps me to be able to breathe, because before this I could only probably go 5 laps in the pool. Right now, as of yesterday, I just did a full hour, and when I looked at it on the watch that I got that tracked my laps, the Garmin, 2,900 meters, 1.8 miles. So in 2 months, I went from only being able to do 5 laps to 1.8 miles. And I did that 1.8 miles in 1 hour. So for the beginner, it's going to be here, breathe, and then a hard push out, pause, hold for a second, hard push out, breathe, breathe. But there's no breathe in, right? It's here, pause, hold the breath, breathe. Okay, that's the beginner. The intermediate one, which I did yesterday, I've had trouble doing that, and I figured out how to do my intermittent breathing. And that would be, every 1.5? I don't know how the stroke count goes. So it's breathe, right? Stroke, breathe, right? Stroke, breathe. So now it's rotating head. That's 1.5 strokes, right? That would be 1.5. Because one full stroke would be breathe. That's 1. So now I'm going breathe. That's 1.5, right? So 1.5. Now what I did, and it helped me, was we're here, breathe hard, hold for that second, and then continuous breath out. Breathe, hold for a second, continuous. Breathe, hold for a second, breathe. And for me, I'm pushing out my nose. I'm showing you right now with my mouth, but I'm breathing out my nose. So I'm here, right? It'd be here, breathe, out. Sorry, the only reason why I do that is right now we got a runny nose. So once again, it's a hard breath out through the nose for that first hand entry. Pause for a second, and then continuous out breathe for the nose back up. And for me, what I've known is when I'm coming out of the water, I'm still pushing air out. It's not right when my mouth comes out, I start breathing in. I want to finish my breath, and that means my head's going to be out of the water a little bit longer. So finish the breath out, and then breathe in, and then come back into it. Out, pause, out, continuously, breathe. Okay? So there you go. For me, that's what works for me. Like I said, when I first started this 2 months ago, I'm in the middle of that 3rd month. I could do 5-6 laps, maybe 5 to 10 laps tops. I just did, like I said, 1.8 miles. The half Ironman is 1.2. I'm trying to think. It showed it in meters, and then I did the math, and it was 1.8 miles. But I know 35, so it'd be 29 pretty much times 2. So if you do even 30, so 54 laps, I think is what that would be. Quick map on it. So 54 laps straight. I could have went longer. to get it under that 60-minute mark. The last one I was just in a dead freaking sprint, and that helped with my that's my breathing technique for the intermediate. Now, of course, the next thing is to go for that full 2-stroke, which means I will probably stick with the one I just mentioned, because that gets my head rotating opposite ways, because I usually, going the same way creates a lot of tension in my neck. So even if you're going this way and you're practicing that swimming breathing technique, I would say alternate. So I would go down every stroke this way, and then on the way back, down every stroke that way, and just working. Because if not, you're going to create a lot of tension in your neck on one side, possibly a muscle imbalance, going to lead to a lot of shoulder pain and things like that. So for me, I like that. So I might try to extend it to where, it's every 3 strokes, since that's 1.5 right here. 1.5. So it might be every 3 is what I'm going to have to go for, trying to figure something out. I don't know if that'll be possible, but there you go. I hope this helps. Remember, you're here for swimming. This is also, random fitness, exercise, nutrition. I am a personal trainer, so I've got some workout videos, tips and tricks on, stretching, pain relief, anything like that, spirituality, Christianity, motivational, anything like that. It's a well-rounded channel. I hope you subscribe to it. So once again, don't forget to follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, the podcast, links down below. Subscribe to this channel, share and like these videos.